Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Showing it. Showing it. Kill.
Here's Jones on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
180. 57 for Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards in a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
It's our time.
First carry for Darius Geis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Now, this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Come on, D. Joker. Check.
Hey, high 7. Now.
2nd and 5 now. Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing Jones. Open man is Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Hey, wahoo! Protein spill.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Look, squeeze.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Justice Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Hurd. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A draw play for Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Got his man, that's Harry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing. Mayfield. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Set, ready, 18 Gator.
before Mike. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. 36, 36. Check 50, check 50. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Bam. Slam. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jones. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jones off the play fake. Going deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They'll start the drive with Hill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
QuietStorm travel. Shoot. Watch the edge. Jam.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Bravo. 54. Mike, 54.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Seth DeValve, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get to... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ready. 60 yards. Watch the run. Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Sam off. Fight.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you. Check three. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Hill. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Watch out. 22 jet bomber.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone. Williams on the coverage.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 37. Check. Tighten up. Say. Leo. Shoot.
On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Justice Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He wasn't ready.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Push him back.
Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On the draw, they go to Geis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
180.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
You draw quarters. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. They complete it to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
64, weak. He's coming. We got double up. Check, go.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, box drop.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Third and 8.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Jones now operating from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 40.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Hill, and an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, watch this.
On first down, Jones. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Tighten up. Pull together. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, Charlie.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
This is Geis. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, this is Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Redskins on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. First down, Giants.
Come on, set. 8, read. So don't say nothing. Check. Crunch. Go on. Look. Squeeze. Under crunch. Set.
They'll run on 1st down. Hill. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down now. It's Logan, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They run again with Logan. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready?
On first down, Hill. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
General West.
On second down, it's Logan. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Swing.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Hill. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Ready. 30 base. Watch a slant. Get it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
54. Check right. Now.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Giants, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Washington, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.